Hello, hello, hello. This is the Meta Man, and I am bringing you this exciting episode in the YouTube channel called The Meta Pioneers. Please like it, please comment, please subscribe, and tell your friends because this channel is for your benefit. I'm creating a Meta Pioneer community, and you're in it. Make sure your friends are in it in order to learn and in order to invest wisely. So, the first thing I want to say to you is what the lawyers make me say, and that is this is for entertainment and education only. It is not investment advice. I am not a certified financial planner. I'm not a financial planner in any way, in any jurisdiction. And what I'm saying is just information. If you want to invest, use your own independent, certified financial planners, advisors. Don't just don't use my advice at all. This is just for information. So I'm now going to tell you the investment that I think is the best investment you can make in the metaverse right now. And it has a potential of 17x. This is being recorded on November 9th in the morning, November 9th, 2021 in the morning. And I say that by December, end of December, we're talking less than 2 full calendar months from now, this could be at least 5x, but possibly 17x this investment. And I'm going to give you first the macro climate, like what is the whole investment climate doing right now. I'm going to tell you 4 reasons why crypto is going to skyrocket, all of crypto. And then I'm going to tell you the particular crypto coin in the metaverse that I think is going to do the best. Okay, so here we go. There are 4 reasons why I think that the whole metaverse is going to skyrocket. One of them is that United States Congress has just passed a $1.2 trillion infrastructure plan, and they don't have $1.2 trillion in their pocket. And so they have to just print the money. And the more money that's printed, the more money that's lying around, the easier it is for people to pay more and more and more for something. So you can imagine if you were selling apples and everybody was broke and they were desperately scrounging around for $1 to buy an apple. If suddenly everybody in the town got an inheritance of hundreds of thousands of dollars, then they would race to you and they'd pay $3, $5, $10 for your apple because they got so much money lying around. That's exactly what happens. $1.2 trillion is a lot of money, and Congress hasn't finished yet. There's other bills they want to do. So less belief and strength and agreement with the US dollar means that other investments are going to skyrocket. It could be gold, it could be silver, it could be platinum, it could be Bitcoin, it could be other smaller crypto coins. That's the first reason. The second reason is that there is an investment called the Russell 2000. And what it does, it looks at the 2,000 tiniest stocks listed on the stock exchange. And that shows whether investors are willing to risk their money. If the Russell 2000 goes down, then people don't want to buy tiny little stocks. But if it goes up, then they're eager. And the Russell 2000 index is up. Number 3 is because of almost 2 years of lockdown and fear, people have been holding on to their money. They've been not willing to spend money. And so there's a pileup of cash in people's accounts. And even if they want to buy, there's a supply chain issue. For example, I wanted to buy a bicycle. There's no bicycles available anywhere in North America. There's no bicycles. You can't buy a bicycle. You want a bicycle? You can't buy one. So all the people who wanted a bicycle like me, I couldn't buy one. That's just an example. This is a supply chain issue with everything. I remember a few months ago, we ordered an extra freezer and it's going to be delivered today. Like it took 3 months for it to get delivered. Normally, they would just deliver it the next morning. Why? Because they didn't have the parts. So if you're afraid to buy, or even if you want to buy, you can't because the product isn't available, then money just piles up in your savings account. And maybe people will start buying again. That's fine. But people will also take that money and start investing again. And the number 4 reason is Bitcoin is off exchanges. Let me explain what that means. You go to an exchange like Binance or Gate. There's different exchanges, hundreds of different exchanges where you can buy crypto coins. And when you do, you can either leave your Bitcoin in the exchange so that you may want to sell it later, buy some more and sell it. But if you take it off the exchange and put it in a hardware wallet, that means a physical thing, it looks something like my key fob. It's a physical thing, and you load your Bitcoin and other coins into it. If you want to hold it, and in crypto it's called HODL, HODL, if you want to HODL it for a long time. And it's funny, one of the most respected people in crypto made a typo one day, and he said, I'm going to hold on to my Bitcoin for a long time, but he misspelt it, and he spelt it HODL instead of HOLD, and it caught on. And so now everyone who says they want to keep their investments for a long time, in crypto world, they say they want to HODL it. It's very funny, but now you know that term. And there has been a huge pull of Bitcoins off exchanges and into physical wallets. So it's harder to access. You can't sell it immediately because you have to transfer it back to an exchange in order to sell it. And that's considered good news. When that happens, it means the big guys, the people who hold lots and lots of Bitcoins, they're intending to hold. And if that's reflective of the entire market, that means it's not, if you want to jump in and buy, it's harder to buy because people are more unwilling to sell. And as a result, as of today, November 9th, 2021, Bitcoin just hit its all-time high and Ethereum just hit its all-time high. And so the predictions seem to be coming true. And finally, right now, the entire crypto market of thousands of crypto coins, Bitcoin and Ethereum and all of them, total almost 3 trillion. They've never hit 3 trillion yet, but 3 trillion US dollars is a vast amount of money. And there is a possibility that by the end of this calendar year, it could hit 10 trillion. It would still be less than gold. Gold is $11 trillion right now. If you take all the gold in the whole world and add it all up, it comes to 11 trillion. And it looks like all crypto could go up to 10 trillion by the end of this year. That's less than 2 months from now. Well, if that goes up, typically all the coins go up. Not all of them, but most of the coins, most of the coins will go up. And I'm going to tell you one of them, because you see, if it goes from 3 trillion to 10 trillion and you bought an average coin, whatever that means, then you could expect that your investment will go up 3x. From 3 to 10 is 3x, 3 1/3 x. But if you buy the right coins, it could go up way, way more. In fact, there will be coins in the next 7 weeks between now, early November, and December 31st that will go up 1,000x. Yes, 1,000x, which means you can invest a tiny $1,000 and be a millionaire. Oh, yes. And one of them, no, many of them, there'll be many of them. But I want to tell you about one that is expected to go up 5x to 17x. And here we go. And what is it? It is SAND, S-A-N-D. That's the call letters. The full name is the Sandbox, the Sandbox. And it is in the metaverse. That means the job that it does, it's a company. All coins in the crypto world are companies. They actually do something, or they're supposed to do something, except Bitcoin. Bitcoin just sits there like gold or silver. It just sits there. But all the others are actual companies. And I'm going to tell you what SAND is. And when you hear it, I think you'll be very excited. Now, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you what I think. Do not rely on it. Do not rely on it. Okay, so for full disclosure, I need to tell you my own holdings. I hold SAND. On March 22 of 2021, I bought the crypto coin SAND at 59 cents. And then on October 30th of 2021, up to $1.11. It had doubled. And I said, okay, that's fine. And so profits, but I still hold a lot of it. And right now it's at approximately 50 cents. So maybe I shouldn't have taken some profits, but it's gone up from March 22nd of this year, 2021, from 59 cents when I bought it. And it's now $2.50. So right there is 5x. Right there is 5x. So for a crypto coin to go up 5x, that's, I don't want to say it's normal, but it's not unusual. For stocks, it is unusual, but not for a coin. Now, what is SAND? Okay, SAND is a place a virtual place, a digital place in the metaverse. And because it's a place, it has land. And because it has land, you can buy some. There are four parcels of land, and they offered it for sale. And every single parcel of land was sold out in less than 20 minutes, and one parcel sold for 300,000 US dollars. You might say, what did they get? Well, they got a parcel of land that is in a limited supply. They're never going to make any more of them. And if more demand comes along, then the price will go up. And you can actually sell your virtual land in the Sandbox metaverse for more money and actually receive it in cash, in US dollars. You can actually money, the token sand, the coin sand, but you can actually sell sand and get US dollars. So this is real money. And what can you do with your land? Well, one is that you can just sit on it, and if it goes up, it's like buying raw land in the physical world. But another thing you can do is you can create whatever you want on it. You can put up an amusement park like Disneyland. You can put up a Ferris wheel like the Eye of London. You can put up whatever you wish. You can do whatever you wish. You can put up a factory. You can put up anything you wish. If Nike wants to rent your land in order to sell virtual running shoes, and they can't get a place to rent because everybody has bought their land already, they might have to rent it from you 10,000 sand tokens of running shoes. And if they know, it's strange, but listen, this is a big deal. This is a really big deal. There are many companies that have partnered with sand, and I'll tell you some of them. Snoop Dogg, Smurfs, Atari, and Care Bears, but there's dozens of others. So this is a big deal. Real companies are collaborating with Sandbox because they see the benefits. 500,000 wallets contain sand. A wallet just means a portfolio. So basically 500,000 people or companies have invested in sand. And the next thing is, one is there's land. The next thing is there's games. And unlike the normal way, the quote normal way in the physical universe, where people form a company and they hire game developers and they make a game like Angry Birds or something, instead of doing that, what Sand does is allow you, the users, to create your own games. Now, why would you want to create a game? First of all, you don't have the capability to create a game, but don't worry about it. They've made tools that are so easy that anyone, non-techies, can create a game. Could be a very simple game, but if other people like your game and want to play your game, they have to pay you sand tokens in order to play your game. And so right now, thousands, but could be eventually millions of people will be creating games. And of course, there'll be some that are super favorites, and people, millions or hundreds of thousands of people, will pay sand tokens in order to play your game. And you keep that money. It's real money. It's real income. And it doesn't cost the company Sand anything to do it because users create it on their own. Not only that, the game part hasn't launched yet. The land part has launched and it was wildly successful. The games part hasn't launched yet. And when it does, at that moment, the Sand skyrocket. I'm not a financial advisor. Sand just got 93 million US dollars of new funding because there's lots of people out there that believe in it. And it's simple to use, and wait to hear this. This is maybe the biggest one. Get ready, get ready, get ready. There was an announcement that has been unconfirmed. Unconfirmed. That means it may not be true. It's a rumor. It's a little stronger than a rumor, but it still may not be true. There's a rumor that mighty Facebook, that has changed its name to Meta, is going to have Sand as its official game. If that's true, then 2 billion Facebook users are going to have easy access to Sand if they want to play games in the metaverse. And when that happens, the exposure to Sand will be vast. When the games are launched, the exposure will be vast, the recognition, the excitement. This is a very, very big deal. Now, how much could sand go up? Well, right now, a token of sand, this is the morning of November 9th, right now a token of sand is worth $2.50. But instead of looking at that, let's look at market cap. Market cap means the value of the entire token. You multiply what it's worth, $2.50, by the number of tokens out there, and you get its market cap. It's what the whole thing is worth. And right now, Sand's market cap is $2 billion. The total amount of money that people have in Sand is worth $2 billion. And Axie is the largest metaverse coin, and its market cap is 10 billion. So if Sand gets all the excitement and recognition that Facebook can give, and Care Bear and all that others, then it and Axie is 10 billion. X, Fox. And another way to look at it is there is not a single metaverse coin in the top 10 coins of all of crypto. There's not one. And with all the excitement, especially with Facebook changing its name, for gosh sakes, it's likely that there's going to be a metaverse token in the top 10. So let's look at the 10th biggest coin divided by 2 is 17x. 17x. In other words, it is possible that mighty Sand, undiscovered land being purchased, it's virtual land being purchased, and the games portion is just about to launch. They've just received $93 million of funding, and it might be the official game port of Facebook, now Meta. If all that happens, then Sand could go up 5x, maybe even 17x by the end of this year, in 7 weeks. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't you dare take my advice. This is for entertainment and education only. I hope you enjoyed it. Invest well, invest wisely, use independent, qualified financial advisors. I am the Meta Man, signing off for today.